Hey everybody, this is Vince Miller. Thank you so much for joining me for another devotional, and Merry Christmas to you, by the way. If you are looking for a place to give toward the end of the year, I want to encourage you to consider a gift to us. We are looking to sponsor some men coming out of incarceration, out of prison, to attend one of our retreats where I will speak and present the gospel to these guys. And if that is something you want to give to at the end of the year, then consider a gift to our ministry. There's a link below the video today as a place where you can give, and all that money is going to go directly to those guys, not to me, not to anybody else, but directly to those men so they can hear the gospel. With that, let's look at the gospel. Matthew chapter 1, verse 21. I'm going to read this today and tomorrow because it's got that much good stuff in it, believe it or not. Here's what the text says. It says, "She will bear a son," we're talking about Jesus there, "and you," that's Joseph, "you shall call his name Jesus, for he will save his people from their sins." So a little bit of backstory here so we can understand the context of the verse. An angel has just appeared to Joseph. He is now communicating God's plan to him on what's about to happen. And Joseph is engaged to marry a woman we know as Mary. They have not yet had sex, but of course he discovers that she's pregnant. So a takeaway from this moment right here. You know, sometimes our plans and God's plans, they just don't exactly line up, do they? I mean, Joseph had his plans. His plans were to quietly and respectfully save face by breaking off his engagement with this woman named Mary. But God's plans were entirely different. God wanted Mary to have his son. But God also wanted a committed father in his son's life. So he chose Mary to mother Jesus, but he also chose Joseph to parent or father him. And God didn't want Joseph opting out of marriage or fathership for the sake of optics or self-preservation. Thus, we discover that God wanted a man and a husband and a father who was going to make good on his commitments, who was a very committed man to this woman and his son. And I believe God reinforced his desire for a committed man by specifically waiting until Joseph was actually engaged before conceiving the child in Mary. Because guess what? No man would commit to engaging Mary if she was already pregnant. So here's what I learned from this. I have discovered many times in my spiritual journey that God will always reveal his plans to men who are fully committed to him. But what God wants first is he wants a commitment. He wants commitment before actually revealing his plans. That's how faith works. So today, here's what I want you to do. I want you to worry less about what God's plans might be in your own life. Spend less time speculating about those things. Concern yourself with the commitments you've made to him, like Joseph made to Mary here, and see them through. Because along the way, God reveals his plans at the right time to men who are all out and all in committed to him when the time is just right. How about that for a devotional today? Man, what a great lesson to learn from Joseph today, right? Just reading the Bible, discovering it one text at a time. I love you guys. I pray this has blessed you. If it has, share it with someone else. And I'll see you right back here again tomorrow.